giving out to them that blackness, that black power, that black. To me, we are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, black people.
was good. Thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate it. Before I even start, um, hold on. I would like to thank. Uh, trying to find her name right now. Give me a second. Eh, okay. Move. Hold on. I would like to thank, please, Melissa Jameson. I really do appreciate that cash app you sent for me today. That was what's up, because I'm trying to get to this Luna concert. I got to figure it out. I really hope these things don't sell out, but I have a feeling they're going to, and I'm gonna try my damnness to figure out a way to go. But thank you, Michelle. I really do appreciate that. Shout out to you. Shout out for everybody that has made monetary contributions to the channel. It don't matter if it's Cash App, Venmo, Super Chats, PayPal. Thank you, because every little bit helps to go to the channel to help with StreamYard and like stuff for like Discord, for me to buy games on Steam for us to play, just things of that nature, for me to buy subscriptions to different, you know, platforms for us to watch stuff, because I'm planning on doing more watch parties in the Discord for us. I love y'all, and y'all have helped me out. So I'm, helping y'all out, just repaying back for everything y'all done for me. So shout out to all y'all that's helped out monetarily in the channel. Appreciate that, Michelle. You are amazing. Let me go ahead and say hey to everybody before we start right quick. Hey Michelle, hey AE, hey Jess, hey Paris, hey Noveika, hey Isaiah, hey Dante, hey Sabrina, uh, hey MJ, hey Usagi, hey Dante, hey Jazzy, hey Hannah, hey Diamond, hey Michelle. Let's make sure it's everybody. Hey, 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 hey. What's going on with y'all? So here we are with book club, y'all. Okay. We're gonna have book club again. Let's see. Thursday. We're gonna have book club Thursday. Okay. So we're gonna get a little time to rest in between, the well, I was gonna do a live tomorrow night talking about what's going on in K-pop, but we'll I'll give the title and the thumbnail tomorrow when I think of one. But book club is tonight. What's up, Subin Doll? Hey Angel, hey Green Lamp. So what we're going to do, we're going to continue off. We're on chapter 9. We're going to try to get to 13 or 14. We're trying to get to 14. Okay. So that's what we're trying to get to. So check these teas out. So far, recap. She's actually foreshadowing the things that are happening before SM kicks her out. Leah, aka Jessica. Okay. We've already established that Crystal, which is not Leah, Rachel. Rachel, my bad. Leah is Crystal. We already established that Leah just joined the group that's in SM, aka FX, and some of the girls in SNSD don't like her. Like we know that. We just had to have it confirmed. So yes, you got you a signed copy. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, things is getting real. Stuff is happening, and I'm excited for it. I was skimming through the book, y'all. Stuff is starting to get real, y'all. Like for real, things are happening. I'm excited. I'm here for the tea. I'm here for the mess. It's gonna be awesome. So let's get on to it. And thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all for supporting this live. Thank y'all for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Just being there for me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you. We doing it out here, y'all. We making things happen. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Oh yes, yes, mods, y'all already know. No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. If you come in here with the spoilers, you're gonna get timed out. If you could keep coming in here and you keep with the spoilers, you're gonna get blocked. Like I said, I don't like to ask twice. If I had to ask you twice, then it's a problem. We grown, we're adults in here, hopefully. And if it comes to that, woo, it's a wrap. I already know how it is. Where's security at? See, head security, he gonna lose his job for real. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna let him lose his job. I ain't gonna let him lose his job. God, let me call the security phone right quick. Security. I know he here. Did security fall asleep? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Put it in Discord. Security. God, who's the second? Who's the second in command? The security. So the Usagi girl, you're gonna have to be second in security tonight, girl. I just, I guess it was his day off. He came in the other day. I guess he was tired. He had went overtime. You know what I'm saying? I know, right? I know, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, we go ahead. He'll come in. He'll come in. I know he's probably, I have to be considerate because I know right now he's working right now on campus and stuff. So he's probably tired. There's a lot of events that's going on that he's like preparing for up there and helping out. So I got to be considerate of that too. So he'll come in when he come in because he probably might be asleep because he works real hard. I'll be. That's right, sis. You better tell it, girl. You. So we about to start, y'all. Woo! We about to start. Let's go ahead. All right. Damn, why chapter 9 so thick? It's thick like Trey, y'all. It's thick, y'all. Let me stop. I love you, Trey. Hey, Lunice. Hi. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So let's go ahead. All right. Chapter 9. Alex, where are you going? Oh, also, Alex is AKA Tyler. That's her boo thing with the dimple. Yes, girl. Anyway, here we go. Alex, what are you doing here? I try to stand up without knocking over my tiny cafe table. So y'all, if y'all remember, she's at the Paris Fashion Show week, Paris Fashion Week. Yes, and her future meet is there, basically. So yes, all right. I try to stand up without knocking over my tiny cafe table so I can give him a hug, but realize I'm still holding my pen awkwardly. And to avoid stabbing him with it, I end up wobbling to the left, looking like I'm a clown on a tightrope. Smooth. He grins wider. Oh, just in the neighborhood, keeping my eye for K-pop idols, obviously. He pulls out a striped wickerback chair and takes a seat next to me. All the chairs are placed on one side of the table so that everyone has a view of the street. But sitting side by side suddenly feel bizarrely intimate. Now, I'm just going to warn you, my son is about to come home a little bit. He's been at MomoCon since last Thursday. So his uncle is bringing him home. So if y'all hear the alarm come on and him walking to the door, y'all just go ahead and just disregard it. He's just coming in late and stuff, and he's getting settled in. So I noticed he's wearing another one of those impeccable button downs. This one black instead of pale blue, a leather jacket, and a scarf. His hair has grown out a bit since I saw him in Singapore, and I can see now that he has natural curls. He runs a hand through them now, and it's absurdly adorable. So I pick up my espresso cup to distract myself, but then remember it's empty, and I have to put it back down on the saucer with a nosy clatter. So far, my fine motor skills are really abandoning me today. He gives me a self-conscious smile. I was in London for a meeting. I just hopped on the channel, he says. It's super easy. Just to stalk the streets looking for me? I'm teasing, but part of me is wondering, is it possible? Did he really just get get as excited as I did by our impromptu FaceTime last night and decided he had to see me. Girl, ooh, he got it for you, girl. Just let him get them cheeks, Jessica. Ah, well, not just that. He flags the waitress and orders himself a coffee. I thought I'd swing by my favorite tailor at Maison Rabier Jean Luc. Ooh, fancy. Owes me a new suit. And while he was fitting me, I saw this. He holds up his phone to show my selfie from a couple hours ago. Figured I'd DM you first, but I needed the walk anyway. And then, just as I was about to text, I look up and there you are, like fate. Mm-hmm. Okay then. I tried to have my smile and strongly considered getting another espresso just so I have something to hold. I still glance under the table. Polished Oxfords, probably from Berluti. Girl, he got all of the fancy designer names. Okay, Jessica, you don't got you some money, girl. That reminds me, I know your secret, by the way. He looks confused. My secret? You work in fashion. I nudged him with my elbow. Okay, it's a pathetic excuse to make physical contact, but I'll take what I can get. The twins told me. He laughs easily, stretching out his legs, glancing at the sketchbook on the table. Well, I really don't work in fashion. I just deal with a lot of brands. Speaking of, you look pretty absorbed with that. What is it? Are you designing a line or something? What, these? Now it's my turn to be confused. This is the second time in 2 days that someone has asked me outright if I'm a fashion designer, which is crazy. No, no, this is just mind numbing doodling for me. May I? For a second, I hesitate to let him see it. For that reason, precisely, this isn't anything serious. I've never even studied design formally, I said, sliding the notebook over to him. I mean, I've always drawn imaginary outfits for fun, like when I was waiting, like I'm waiting alone at the airport for a delayed flight. I know I'm rambling, but I find myself weirdly curious about what Alex will think. After all, clearly he's not a stranger to the fashion world. He's part of it, at least on the business end of things. Though something tells me that even if Alex handled financials for fishing bait and tackle companies, I still want to share my fashion sketches with him. I want to hear his opinions. I try not to linger too long on what that means or on how good it feels just to hear his voice in person instead of in my head and over text. He flips through the pages, his eyes focused and intent. Girl, he done got you sprung, girl. He got you sprung, sis. Ooh, Jessica, girl, he got you sprung, girl. Did you give it to him? Did you slap? I'm just playing, Jessica, girl. I'm just playing with you, girl. You grown. Do what you want to do, girl. Is he trying to figure out how to let me down easy? I twist my fingers in my lap, waiting for his verdict. Finally, he closes the sketchbook and looks up at me. Rachel, these are good, he says seriously. Very good. I mean, the silhouettes on these two look a little familiar. But then this one is something I've never really seen before. And then this, he holds the last one. This is just, I don't know how to put it. It's just very you, which is, from my limited understanding, the whole point of design, right? To have a voice. I flushed with surprise. Really? Of course, he said, nodding like he just assessed something as simple as the weather. His words make my heart race, and now I'm really glad I did not get that extra espresso. I guess I was inspired. I was inspired after at that show last night. I say it was incredible. She just has such a clear brand and message. I felt like my brain was switchboard and all these lights were going off in me at once. Then I tell him about the photographer from Vogue asking me if I had my own line. I mean, I'd never be qualified for something like that, obviously, but it was just so sweet, you know. I guess it's just my imaginary line. I say, taking that sketchbook back, it feels more substantial in my hands now. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold. Y'all give me just a minute. Hold on. I'll be right back, okay? Y'all give me just a minute. My son just walked in, okay, and I'll be back, okay? Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. My son just got home. I'm glad that he's home and things of that nature. So I just had to see him. Hey, Apollo, my security is here. Security's here. Hey, Ernestine. Hold on. I'm having an argument right now. I told her. Oh my God. Apollo, please.
What is this?
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. My son is a little bit upset right now because hey Jess, I had y'all. I wait a minute. Hold on. Let me fix my audio. So,
I heard about he was trying to do something like that.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. There's some dude at Momocom.
He was a content creator.
Tried to go and he tried to do a flip off the wall and kick the hole in the wall. And the same dude tried to throw a pumpkin at a kid.
That was the same guy.
Yes, wow. This dude was terrible. Like we go to conventions, yeah, good. Going around throwing stuff and hitting kids and putting holes in the wall is terrible. But he's home. And then the school sent a letter talking about next year they had to wear uniforms, and I'm like, I hate when schools do that. They're like, it teaches discipline and things like that. No, you're taking away a child's expression of freedom. Like, let a kid wear what to wear, but be, not too crazy where it's just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's dumb. So he's just like, what the hell? Like he does not like uniforms. I hate uniforms too. But I cannot wait to move from this district. But anyway, yes, man, he tried to do some like weird move and kick the hole in the wall. It's stupid, y'all. I have to tell the story later. Let's get back to the story, y'all. I'm off the tracks. Let me go ahead and read about Jessica's meek. So, I'm just gonna read over here. But I can barely even sew. I say, thinking back to the time I tried to stitch up a hole in the sleeve of my Isabel Marant sweater, and it ended up with a Frankenstein-looking thing from my wrist to my elbow. So, everyone starts from somewhere, Alex says, leaning forward in his seat. Besides, you wouldn't have to actually sew or even totally design the clothes all by yourself. You could be more of a creative director, the person who has the unique creative vision. He looks me straight in the eye with his warm brown eyes. The question is designing your own line something you want to do? Would it make you happy? Would it? Think on it for a moment. The thought makes me both excited and terrified. Y'all get them likes up, please. It's such unknown territory, an option that I never even knew could be a real possibility for me. And this idea of being a creative designer sounds kind of perfect. I can see myself sketching original pieces, picking out the perfect fabrics and materials, communicating the look and feel we want the brand to achieve, and the story that I want the clothes to tell. My heartbeat picks up. My fingers are itching to grab my pencils and start drawing again. But then another thought hits me. Could I actually pull this off with my life? K-pop will always come first. It has to. Music is my first love, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Would I? Maybe, I tell him truthfully. But right now, it's kind of just my safe place to play and not worry about perfection. Makes sense if you're doing it for you. Then just do it for you, he says, easily shrugging his shoulders. Then again, sometimes I find it helpful to think about successful people who are really doing the things I want to do that way. Carly Matson, he blinks and then breaks out laughing. You mean from Bedazzled? I nod, a little embarrassed at my outburst. Huh? I would have pegged you as more of Nikki Casey kind of girl, he teases, referring to Carly's groupmate who always wore crazy high pigtails and hot pink platform boots and is famous for dyeing her armpit hair electric blue for the Cannes Film Festival. Jeez. Haha. But seriously, I saw Carly at an after party yesterday, and oh my God, Alex, I sighed. She's perfection. Total goals. If I could do what she does, music and fashion, while still making time for my family, that would be a dream. He thinks for a moment and nods. All right, I'll see what I can do. I raise my eyebrows. You see what you can do? A cheeky grin lights up his face as he reaches his hand across the table. For a second, I think he might be trying to hold my hand, and my breath catches my throat. The fingers twitch on the table top. He passes my hand and picks up my empty mug. Well, first I see what I can do about getting your new drink, he says, and maybe a change of scenery. Shall we wonder? Are you fitting off to Charles de Gaulle tonight? I don't leave until tomorrow morning, I tell him. So I guess I got to find something to do with myself in. Okay, we can definitely think of something. I try not to flesh at his words. He throws some money for the coffee on the table as he offers an elbow. I take it. Oh, hello, JoJo. Oh my goodness. Girl, look at Jessica. Jessica found a girl that got some money. Okay. All right. She gonna get her credit together. Okay, I see you, Jessica, girl. Oh, girl. You better go ahead, girl. From Montremer, we take the metro down to Rue de Violi, popping into a few trendy boutiques. Then we cross the Pont de Arco. I don't even pronounce that right, but that's okay. And marvel at Notre Dame. Regal against the sky. In Saint Germain, we dip into Shakespeare and Company, looking at all the books in a variety of languages, then find a spot into the Luxembourg Gardens to read the books we bought. Every so often, I find myself looking over my shoulder, gripped by the sudden fear that someone will see us together and recognize me. The streets of being exposed never completely leaves my mind, but it's hard not to get swept up in the romance of this moment. Still, I always keep one eye out, mindful of who's around me at all times. Whenever I get stuck on what we should do next, Alex breaks it down for me with options. A visit a bakery and picnic by the Eiffel Tower. B, take a sunset boat ride on the Seine. C, grab drinks in Bastille, or all the above. Girl, this man is in Paris, girl. He's just winding down this girl. Oh, yes. Go ahead and get you a chick. Oh, okay. All right. Whenever the whole day I had my own multiple choices on loop in my mind. I know you did, girl. Should I kiss Alex? A, go for it. B, no, wait, what if somebody sees and take a picture? Don't be so reckless. Or C, besides, are you really ready to make a romantic connection? Think with your head, not with your heart. D, but what if I just kiss him? Earlier today, while we were walking along the Seine and our hands brushed against each other, I felt tingles all over my arm. For a second, he stopped walking, and I stopped too. He looked at me in the eye and then smiled. That smile of his, that dimple in his left cheek, making him look simultaneously adorably boyish and sexy as hell. Ooh, girl, she got the drips. You know, I really want to hold your hand, right? He said. He laughed, rubbing the side of his face. I wanted to earlier at the cafe too, but I'm trying to play it cool. I giggled at his attempt to play it cool, but then he continued with a more serious tone. I remember what you told me about how relationships are for K-pop stars. I don't want to pressure you or put you in a situation you don't want to be in. And I don't know if I need to say this, but just to make it really clear, I'm not interested in your fame. I'm interested in you and your ability to make riding the Singapore subway look like an extreme sport. I burst out laughing at that. I didn't know what else to say. He was so honest. No games, just candid truth. Thank you, I said, for saying all those things. And then I reached out and grabbed his hand, threading my fingers through his. Oh, we have a magic moment. Ooh. Girl, I know that's right. You better let him eat that thing like the old country buffet. Be like, ooh wee, come on and get this Golden Corral. Yes, all you can eat, free $3.99, nigga. Okay, let me stop. So we continued our stroll down the river, hand in hand. In that moment, the thrill of his touch overrode the risk of it all. Yes. Wait, does this guy look like what does this guy look like? For some reason I keep picturing Henry. Well, we saw a picture of him last week. This is Tyler, what's her boyfriend name? Tyler Kwan. That's his name. That's her boyfriend's name. He don't look nothing like Henry. He looks completely different. Yeah. All right. Let me keep going. As we continue to explore the city, I can't shake the conversation out my head or how badly I wanted to kiss him. I haven't felt anything like this since I was with Jason. Man, Jason ain't working, girl. Jason is a bomb with them ugly shoes he had on. But anyway, the same time, this was so different than I was with him. I can hardly compare the two. With Jason, everything was intense and explosive in a good and bad way, in both good and bad ways. Looking back now, it was puppy love. But with Alex, I feel grounded, and the thought of being with him feels like both safety and freedom and wide open possibility. As we near dinner time, we end up at Hotel Costes. It's a restaurant. It's small and intimate with dimly lit, cozy dining nooks. It's definitely the kind of vibe where celebrities can relax and have a drink without worrying about anyone watching them. Gion, reservation for two. Alex says to the maitre d'. The waiter comes to lead us to our table, but Alex is moved. I glance over my shoulder. Are you coming? I ask. No, he says. I actually won't be joining you for dinner. What? I turn to him confused. I thought you made reservation for two. He did, a voice says. So sorry I'm late. A woman has just stepped into the restaurant dressed in vintage extra wide cuff jeans paired with a black turtleneck sweater, black ankle boots, black square sunglasses, and a distinctive hot pink Birkin bag. Oh my God, Curly Madison in the flesh. She kisses Alex on the cheek and in greeting before turning to me with a warm smile. You must be Rachel, she says, kissing me on the cheek. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's so nice to meet you, I say, fumbling my words. I turn to Alex's mouth. How? I do the finances for her husband, Ollie's sportswear brand. Alex says, like it's no big deal. I called in a favor. I can't believe this. He done got her the hookup, okay? Okay. You better go ahead, Jessica. No wonder these bitches is jealous of you. No wonder them girls is jealous of you. You found a man that actually got some money. Okay? All right. Listen, no shade to the people in the K-pop industry, the dudes in the K-pop industry, okay? You know what I'm saying? But she found her somebody at the K-pop industry that makes legit money and that gets legit chicks and isn't like, they ain't got to worry about splitting them up with all the group members. I'm sorry, I'm moving to another part of the sofa. Oh, she good. Okay, I see why they jealous. I see why they mad. Okay, Jessica. Hey, Jazzy. I see why they mad. I see why they mad. Hey, AE. They mad at her. Girl got a man that is out here. He's out here with A-listers and stuff like that, handling finances and all types of stuff, working in the fashion industry. They mad, girl. They mad at you. They mad at you, girl. Keep doing what you're doing, girl. Keep doing what you're doing. All right, let me keep going. Comfortable now. All right. My booty cheeks were falling asleep on the part of the sofa. I had to move, y'all. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right. Carly Madison, she's totally comfortable in her own skin, jumping into a story about how little Jude's new favorite word is the F-bomb. Honestly, it's better than his least favorite word, won't. Without an ounce of self-consciousness, I start to feel more comfortable too. As we dig in bowls of truffle risotto with glasses of rich burgundy, I tell her about my experience at the fashion show yesterday, and Alex comments about my own sketches. I don't know if I have it in me to be a real designer, though, I say. It feels like such a stretch for me, just me doodling in my sketchbook. It feels like such a stretch from just me doodling in my sketchbook. My bad. I get that, Carly says, but think of it this way. When you were a kid singing alone in your room, dreaming of one day singing on a stage, did you ever think you'd actually become a K-pop star? I'm sure at the time that dream felt impossible, and yet here you are. She's right. I nod slowly. I never thought of it that way before. You're in a good position to start thinking about your own fashion line, if that's what you want, she says. You're passionate and talented, and you have fresh ideas. Not to mention you have connections in the industry. I cringe thinking about the missed opportunity to make another fashion industry contact last night, ruined by my unsticky sticky boob. Carly doesn't miss a beat. What's that face? She laughed. I blushed and hesitantly recount the story from last night. Carly's eyes widen when I get to the part about my weird wardrobe malfunction preventing dance moves, and she bursts into laughter. Don't laugh, I say, laughing myself. It was mortifying. I feel like there are all these unspoken rules in the fashion world. It's so intimidating. I just don't want to mess up, you know. I know, she says, her laughter fading into an understanding smile. But the thing is, Rachel, sometimes when you look back on your biggest successes, you realize that they didn't happen because you just sat back and did what you're told. It's okay to break the rules every once in a while. Life's more fun that way, she winks. Take a sip of my wine, mulling over what Carly just said. It's so counterintuitive to everything I've been taught at DB. In K-pop, I found success because I don't break the rules. I'm stuck to the path that's been laid out before me ever since I became a trainee. It's gotten me to where am today. Even this idea of starting my own fashion line feels like it's breaking the rules of K-pop, simply because, well, no one's ever done it before, and I'm even allowed to be thinking about this. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, Rachel. Carly says, it's tough as hell to run your own business, especially when you're transitioning over from being in a Supergirl group. It's a big jump, but if you really want it, you can make it happen. Big jump. I'm at once flattered by by her confidence and overwhelmed by everything. And she's saying, "Well, not exactly transitioning over." I say, "It's not like I want to leave girls forever for fashion. I love what I'm doing with them, and I've always imagined that we would be one of the longest running groups in K-pop history." I smile. I'm still young. I see myself with them for at least another 4 or 5 years. Besides, we're like sisters. Kai smiles back wistfully. I remember those days. The bedazzled girls and I used to do everything together. I don't think anyone's ever seen me so snotty, even my husband, she winces, or see me with so little eyebrows after the great overplucking fiasco of 11. Nikki had to draw them back on for me every day for the next 4 months. I laugh, really. Oh, yeah, the girls and I are still close as sisters, even though we're all doing different things now. The trick is to make sure you can spot the difference between bickering and bitterness. Everyone bickers. The girls and I used to have misunderstandings over a bunch of silly things, but bitterness is different. It can plant deep roots in your heart and grow into something else altogether. If you can identify what's what, you'll be fine. That's some good ass advice right there. That's some good ass advice right there. I like that. I like that. Thank you, Jessica. Those are some really good. That's some good words like that. Like, you can tell the difference between bickering and just being bitter, and you can feel that energy when it switches up. So when you around people and you feel that bitterness, it's just let them be, man, because it's just not even worth it. I felt that one. That's some good ass advice right there. Um, God, I wish I could just transcribe our whole conversation. It's like she knows exactly what I'm going through. Oh, hold on, y'all. I got to potty. I have to potty. Meow. All right. Let me get all comfortable. Hey, Cam. Paul said, go ahead and pee pee. I did. I did. All right. Whew. All right. But that was some good ass advice, though, Jessica. Thank you. Jessica been low key, like dropping like some little, you know what I'm saying, words of wisdom in here for people. So I appreciate that, girl. You better go ahead and preach. Okay, then. Dr. Jessica Umar, let me stop. Oh, no, ma'am. Carly reaches across the table, gives my hand a squeeze. I think you're exactly where you need to be right now, Rachel, she says. Thinking about your future after K-pop doesn't have to be a contradiction to your commitment to the group. You can be working on your side ideas while still rocking your career with Girls Forever. You got this. Now, she lets go of my hand and picks up the dessert menu instead. Is it chocolate mousse time yet? I love her. Yes, I say, beaming. Way past time. After dinner, I float back to the Four Seasons, totally on cloud nine. I feel more inspired than ever. The dinner with Carly Madison was exactly what I needed and more, and I owe it all to Alex. Soon as I get to my room, I pull up my phone to text him. Me, thank you, thank you, thank you. His response a second later, I take it you had a good time. The best. I'm back at the Four Seasons. Where are you? Walking back from late dinner with some business contacts. Actually, I'm just a couple of blocks from your hotel now. I immediately run out my room and down the hotel stairs. As soon as I bust out the front doors, I see Alex standing under a lamppost. I noticed it. It had started to drizzle. Little flecks of rain lands on his face, making his hair look like it's sparkling in the street lights. Hi, he says. Hi, I say. He rubs rain off his face. Wait, don't come out. You'll get wet. No, it's perfect. Much harder for paparazzi to get photos at night and in the rain. I head towards him, as if drawn by an invisible force. He laughs. So, you had a good time? Transformative. The chocolate mousse changed my life. I swatted him. Oh, yeah, and the company was enjoyable too. He smiles. I'm glad. A taxi pulls up nearby and the couple gets out, giggling, clearly a little drunk as they stumble into the hotel. We step further into the shadows out of the way of the hotel doors. Seriously, I'm blown away. I don't know how to thank you, honestly. No need for thanks. But since you haven't started melting in this rain, how about a walk? I don't answer right away. I'm too caught in the moment, in the way of the street lamps are shining on the side of his face, lighting up his eyes, capturing his earnest expression. Or option B, you're exhausted from traipsing around me all day, and you want to just say goodnight now so you can flop into bed, he offers. I laugh and shake my head. Option C, none of the above. He looks confused. Before he can say anything, I step forward and kiss him. Girl, she kissed him, girl. Did you give him some tongue, girl? Did you slob him down? Girl, did you give him the slobber, girl? Did you slobber him? Did you slobber him down, girl? She slobbered him down. Girl, you better do it, girl. She was like, that's right, girl. Slobber him down. For a second, he was too surprised to react, but his arms find their way around my waist, and he's kissing me back as the rain falls lightly on the cobblestones beneath our feet. That is so cute. Girl, they're by the Four Seasons in the rain in Paris, girl. Sounds like a fairy tale, girl. And she's slobbering this man down by the street like, girl, yes! I love it, girl. This is cute. I like this. Okay, Jessica, girl, you better get your freak on, Paris. Okay. All right. I'm loving this, y'all. I'm loving it. Slobber him down. Okay. Chapter 11. Heck yeah. Chapter 10, my bad. I'm back. I call out as I enter our villa in, I forgot this place. I'm not going to pronounce that word. The next afternoon, slipping off my shoes, I hear a few vague haze coming from behind closed doors, but no one comes to greet me. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's nearly 9 a.m. on a Sunday when we have no Girls Forever commitments. I'd probably be sound asleep right now, too. I should unpack right away, sort out what's laundry, what needs to be dry cleaned, what's clean, and go back in my closet. Between the 11-hour flight and the 8-hour time difference, it's 1 a.m. in Paris right now. I'm exhausted. Make a quick catnap before I dive into the unpacking ordeal. As I head down the hall, I hear the shower running in the bathroom closer to my room, and I smell Jung's signature coconut shampoo wafting through the door. Open the door to our room, and I find that I'm more glad to be home than I would have thought. My hotel room might have had a view overlooking an Italianate courtyard, but it didn't have my Polaroid wall or my nightstand stack of Vogue issues, dog-eared to my favorite spreads over my little wooden jewelry tree that Lizzie got me for the group's 5th anniversary, despite her prickly moments. She always gives out traditional anniversary presents every year. Paper for 1 year, cotton for year 2, and so on. I missed it all, even Julian's messy half of the room, with its unorganized bookshelves and crumpled weighted blanket she claims is too heavy to pick up off the floor, and putting my luggage away in the closet. I curl up on top of my bed, not even bothering to pull the covers back, and close my eyes. A few moments later, there's a rise of voices in the kitchen. The girls have must been awakened by the smell of um shakshuka. Ever since Suman discovered it, she's been asking the manager to have some delivered every weekend. And as I breathe in the scent, my stomach grows audibly. I guess the bagel I had on the plane didn't quite tide me over. Well, unpacking and sleep can wait, but food definitely can't. I come out to meet them just as they settle around the dining room table. They startle, and Sun He nearly jumps out of her skin. Oh my God, Rachel, you scared me, she says, pressing a hand against her heart. Welcome back. Thanks, I say, flashing her a quick smile. Nice hair, Soon, Ari says, pulling out a chair. Suman's rocking a top knot that's looking a little more bird's nest than intentionally messy, but still cute. Suman yawns as she grabs the seat next to Ari, apparently too tired to manage a good comeback. Oh, we got this amazing leave-in conditioner and detangling serum in the Neil Kramer show gifts bag, I say to Suman as she pours herself some hold on, y'all. Okay. As she pours herself some oh me GI. I'm sorry. There's this episode of Family Outing where there's drinking this tea and it's called Oh Me GI. It took me out. Oh my goodness. Hey Jacob. So please, Rachel, we literally just woke up, Lizzie says, flopping down the chair at the opposite side of the table. Can you at least give us 5 minutes before you start bragging about Paris? Do you see the hateration? Okay. The hateration has already begun to start. Okay. The girl just came back from Paris. She's trying to tell y'all what's going on, and y'all out here just hating. Girl, Lizzie is a hater, bro. Lizzie is a hater, okay? Seriously, Mina says, opening the fridge and taking out a bottle of sparkling water while you were off on your vacation. The rest of us were working, you know. Haters. Haters. Just haters. Like, dog, y'all can't even ask this girl about your trip. And what if she came home and she had brought y'all like some goodie bags or something? Y'all really would have felt bad. There's some haters. Anyway, ouch. I didn't realize offering to let someone borrow a hair care product was bragging. Besides, the only reason DB let me go on the trip in the first place was because we had a gap in our Girls Forever schedule. I know for a fact that the girls weren't working on anything major for the group while I was gone. What were you all up to while I was away? I asked, turning the conversation back to neutral ground. We grabbed drinks at 902 last night, Sunny chimes in. That explains the dialed up crankiness. 902's tequila cocktails are lethal. I'm sure everyone's nourishing killer headaches this morning. Fun, I say with a knowing smile. Did I miss out on anything? I shot a supporting role in the new movie When I Loved You, Mina says proudly. Apparently, it's already predicted to be a box office smash, and they did some last-minute script rewrites to make my character a bigger part because the female lead they have is such a snooze. That's great, I say. My heart lifts at this news. I'm genuinely happy to hear that she's beginning to pursue her dreams in acting. So this might be Soo Young. This might be Soo Young because Soo Young's the actress in the group. Oh, so Soo Young's out here being a hater, right? Okay. That's great, I say. My heart lifts at this news. I'm genuinely happy to hear that she's beginning to pursue her dream in acting, and your dad's on board. I don't need his permission, she snaps, but the proud look on her face falters slightly. Besides, she says, her expression regaining its confident smirk. Once he heard who was going to be co-starring the movie with me, he basically had to let me do it. Oh, right. Isn't that the movie Jason's in? I asked. And San Jin Woo, Mina asked. You know anything, he is going to be a big deal. That day I was on set, he arranged for an ice cream and coffee truck so all the cast and crew could stay energized. It was so cute. He's so different in person that what you see on TV, really down to earth, but of course still gorgeous. Yunji looks enviously at Mina. And I'm going to be doing a shoot for Vogue. And I'm going to be doing a shoot for Vogue, she says, sitting down next to Lizzie. Yes, we know, Yunji, Lizzie says curtly. Yunji ignores her, reaching for a bottle of yogurt with a smug smile on her face. Dog, like everybody's getting these opportunities. And just everybody's just bitter. Remember when Homegirl talked about being bickering and being bitter? It's bitterness. It could be a combination of Soo-young and Yuna. Well, the thing about it is, Soo-young is rich. Soo-young was rich before she got in the group. I don't think Yuna was. So I think it's Soo-young. Because Soo-young is the actress of the group. I don't know, man. This is I think this is Soo-young. Probably Yuna too, but I think it might be Soo-young. Either way, this is just interesting. You know what I'm saying? So this is all the bitterness is coming out, y'all. The bitterness is coming out. The bitterness. Wait a minute. It just hit me. Yunji got the Vogue shoot. So DB didn't just turn down the offer for me. They re-signed it. I can't believe it. That's messed up. So you gave the Vogue shoot to someone else instead of Jessica. Bro, they've been doing Jessica. Oh, dog. So this is when they started doing Jessica dirty, bro. Okay. All right. DB told me about the shoot last week. Yunji continues, if Lizzie hadn't spoken. It's the first time a K-pop idol had a feature spread. I can't believe they wanted me, she says in a tone that has to be the world's weakest attempt at modesty. Behind Yunji, Mina rolls her eyes. Yunji may not have great style, but everyone knows that the media and netizens agree that Yunji is probably the most classically beautiful girl in the group. Classically beautiful girl in the group. Who would that be? Who would that be? Yuna. See, Yuna was, everybody's always said that Yuna was the most prettiest girl in the group. So that's Yuna right there. Oh, snap, bruh. This is great. This is great. Okay. All right. So Mina has to be Soo-young. And then Yunji is Yuna. Okay. This is getting good, y'all. This is getting real good. Okay, so I'm going in for a wardrobe fitting on Tuesday, she adds. Mina comes over the table with her sparkling water, and there's a particular set of her jaw, a glint in her eye. Speaking of wardrobes, I've noticed your favorite manager, Ha-jun, has a new Mont Blanc watch. What your family couldn't afford? What? Your family couldn't afford a Rolex? What? Parents do this sometimes. Bribe managers or even lower level DB execs to get special perks for their daughters, but no one usually brings it up as boldly as Mina just did. Then again, no one is just usually as bold as Mina, period. Son, he's been doing cool things too. Yugun cuts in smoothly. Damn. So Mina just said, Mina just told this girl that her daddy went and paid somebody with a new watch. Dang. Jessica is giving out all the tea. So Jessica just sat here and basically said that some of these parents in the company, well, basically when in SM and SNSD, the parents were paying the execs to get the girls different gigs and stuff. I'm telling y'all, money talks, bullshit walks, bro. Wow. Woo! Girls, I'm telling you, it's getting super petty right now, bro. Ji-yoon, who emerged from the bathroom with her hair wrapped in the towel, nudges Sun-hee in the side with a grin. Yeah, Sun He here landed a hosting gig for a sword drama and entertainment news radio. Tell her, son. So Sun He hosting a gig for a drama and an entertainment radio show. That's Sunny. That's Sunny. That's Sunny right there. Sun He. That's Sunny, y'all. Sun He. Jessica, come on, girl. Come on, girl. That's Sunny. Sunny has her own radio show, bruh. She has her own radio show in Korea. Oh my goodness. Bruh. Okay. 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 We over here like what? We over here like America's Most Wanted, y'all. We up we over here like the ID channel, y'all. We up here like, let me go ahead and get these clues together, bruh. We like Law and Order. Do-doom. Bruh. Oh, that just hit me just now. That just hit me right now. I'm just like, Sunny, bruh, damn. Jessica, girl, you just... Oh, damn. That is crazy. That is crazy, y'all. We up here like this. One more time. One more time. Bruh, this is great. This is great. So we already figured out who Yuna was. We figured out who Soo Young was. We just figured out who Sunny is. Now we gotta figure out who the other girls are. Girl, this book is bruh. Okay. We getting it, y'all. We getting it. So, all right. Here we go. All right. Sunhee blushes. Blushes and smile. I'm going to host their new talk show. It's really cool. They're trying to make a more intimate space for artists to talk about what drives them creatively. I've always said you had a face for radio, son, Lizzie says, snickering. Sunhee smile falters, and Youngun reaches over to squeeze her arm. You'll be fantastic, she says. When it comes to Sunhee, most of the girls fall into one of two camps, picking on her more because she's the youngest. Oh, wait a minute. Or being extra protective of her because she's the youngest. Youngyun may be level-headed, but she's a mama bear when it comes to protecting her maknae. Definitely, I agree. Wait a minute. So Sunhee. Well, the baby in the group is Solon, but Solon really didn't do that kind of stuff. She was more an actress. She's switching stuff around. It's whatever. Definitely I agree. What's a perfect opportunity for you? And I mean, Sunhee will be great at that. She might be the most drop dead gorgeous member of the group, but she's totally lovable, largely thanks for her fun TV personality. I wish you could see that instead of letting the other girls get to her. And that's true. Sunny has a good TV personality. Like, when I saw her on variety shows, like Sunny was like that girl. Like Sunny was like an it girl on these variety shows back in the day. Like, bring her back. Lee Suman, that's your niece. What you doing, girl? Girl, what you doing, man? Bring her back. We need us some more Sunny, okay? Please. I think what Jessica is doing, she's not basically what she's doing. Basically, she's switching the girls around in order of age to get us confused, but we're slowly finding out who the girls are as we go along. That's slick. I like that. Okay. That's what's up. That is what's up. So let me see something. I'm trying to type this in my search bar. Give me a minute. So, oldest to youngest, okay? All right. So, oldest to youngest. So, Taeyon's the oldest. Then it's, okay, Taeyon's the oldest. Then it's Sunny. Then it's Tiffany. Then it's Hyoin. Then it's Yuri. Then it's Soo Young. Then it's Yuna. Hold on. No, okay. So basically, it's first is Taeyeon. Okay, this is here's how it goes. The oldest is Taeyeon, Jessica, Sunny, Tiffany, Hyoin, Yuri, Soo Young, Yuna, and then Seolin. Yeah. So Seolin and Yuna are the two youngest in the group. That's how that goes. Okay. All right. So, but I can't help to remember why the radio show sounds so familiar. It's the same show that Mr. Park, the SOAR exec at the party in Shanghai, approached me about. He said he'd be in touch with DB, but I never heard anything after that. Apparently, the DB exec decided to give the opportunity to Sunhee and said, I'm genuinely happy for her, but I can't help but feel a flicker of annoyance at DB. This is the second time now that I realize they prevented opportunities from reaching me. First Vogue, now the SOAR radio show. They're obviously taking all the offers coming in for specific girls and distributed them as they see fit. On one hand, I can appreciate they want to keep things equal for all of us. I think about the fan mail piles, each of us sizing up to see who got more and who got less. You definitely don't want to breed the sense of inequality in a group if you can avoid it. But on the other hand, it's a jolting reminder that I owe everything to DB. Anything I want to pursue, it needs to have their stamp of approval first, or it will never happen. I don't be pronouncing this stuff right. Let me do me. Security, you came late. That's $5 out your check. Yes, they're the youngest. They're both the youngest. Right. So Sunhee blushes and smiles. Wait a minute. I already read that. I think that Carly Madison told me, but more than our conversation, I think the air of confidence she has about her life, finding balance and doing things that can make her happy. Would it make you happy? Alex asked me about dipping into the fashion world. Yes, I realized I would, but there's no point in spending my further thought on it until I talk to people who matter most. DB. Thank you for meeting with me, Mr. No. I know you have a very busy schedule. Mr. No leans back in his brown leather office chair and crosses his legs. Not a problem, Rachel. You know you're always welcome here. Hard to believe him when he's peering at me through his glasses like he's trying to dissect my brain. I haven't had a private meeting with Mr. No in years, and I'm finding myself a little out of practice. There's always a delicate dance to these conversations, me trying to give the appropriate respect while I'm also standing my ground and requesting that I think it's fair. Him trying to be a reasonable and generous employee, but also making sure I know who's boss. What's on your mind, he says. I like to start my own fashion line, I said, cutting straight to the chase. There's another rule of private Mr. No meetings. Don't waste this time. My legs keep threatening to shake under the table, but I force myself to stay still and continue on keeping my voice measured and calm. As you know, I've always been interested in fashion, and my recent trip to Paris made me realize that I have the potential to get more involved in the industry. I want to assure you that this wouldn't change anything about my commitment to Girls Forever. It would simply be a side thing, not a replacement for the group. You know, like Mina's acting or Sunhee's radio hosting. I rattle off, tactically slipping into the references that Mr. No can't brush my requests aside too easily. After all, if he's letting the rest of the girls pursue side gigs, why shouldn't he allow this? Well, Mr. No starts to say, and I can tell that he's about to argue what a fashion line is different. After all, movies and radio shows are par for the course in our industry, but no other K-pop idol has ever tried to launch a fashion brand, at least not to my knowledge. I see my dreams slipping away, so it's time to pull out the big guns. Or Yoonji's Vogue shoot, I say, letting it sit there. Mr. No's face betrays no acknowledgement, but I know he's thinking back to our earlier conversation before Singapore and when he blatantly denied there was any opportunity with Vogue. I can practically hear his mind whirring as he calculates the pulses and minuses granting my request. Okay, no more chess game. I need to make him see that this really is a dream for me and that it won't pose any drawback for him. And I like to offer my company a royalty from my fashion brand. Girl, no. No, wait a minute. Wait. Jessica, girl, I love you, girl, but I wouldn't give them nothing. Nothing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, girl. That was sweet of her to do, but girl, I wouldn't give them some toenails. But she was just being sweet. This is how committed this girl was to the group. She was like, you know what? I'm gonna start my own fashion line. If this is the case, I can give y'all a little cut. I give you a little cut. And that was nice. Girl wouldn't give them nothing. Girl, Jessica, girl. You're too sweet. You're too sweet. But that shows you how committed you were to this company, and they still did you dirty. That's messed up, girl. That's messed up. Mr. Nose steeples his fingers under his chin, considering I hold my breath. I made my case. I appealed to his business sense. The company has a clear financial incentive. They steal money. Tax evasion. I'm sorry. Let me stop. The company has wait a minute. Our goals are in line, not in opposition. Now all I can do is wait and hope. And all right, he says finally, we appreciate the offer of royalties. It suits you having your own fashion line. I don't see why not. I let out a breath, the terror lifting from my chest. I bow my head. Thank you so much. In fact, we can even make this a DB official company of if you liked, he said eagerly. Keep it all in-house. I hesitate. See, it's always a catch. It's all you see that? You see that? She said I wanted to start my own fashion line on the side. Do you see, man, that's just greedy right there. She said she would give you a little bit of the money. Now you want to take it and make it as yours. Do you see how greedy? Do you see the greediness? Do you see the greediness of it? Girl, I thought you was a spam bot. I was about to tell people to block you. But for real, do you see the greediness of it? Do you see the greediness? Jessica, keep preaching. Tell us, girl. Tell us everything. Y'all know it's crazy because so many antis always say that Essa was never getting a cut. Girl, girl, I thought you was one of them. Listen, I thought you was one of them bots in here and stuff, because usually them bots, I have these spam bots come in with like that speaking Spanish, and I was like, what? And I thought it was a spam bot for a moment. I ain't got no glasses on. Girl, y'all thought you was about to get blocked in here. My bad. But for real, man, it's crazy. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I knew what was going on, but now that we know and it's confirmed, y'all up here stealing from people, bro. That's wrong, man. That's wrong. What? No, y'all better stop. Hey, Angel Rose, stay. Don't do that. Let me stop. So I hesitate. I think back to how insecure I felt when Alice was looking through my notebook. I sold Mr. Nolan the idea now just because if it worked, we would all benefit. But what if it doesn't? What if I fail spectacularly? I still want fashion and design to be my safe place to play, like I told Alex. The pressure of doing it for DB would mean having to do it perfectly out the gate. I tried to falter as I answer him. I'm so grateful for your offer, Mr. No. I say, keeping my voice level, but I like to see what I'm capable of doing on my own. I'm really still in the exploratory stage, more like I have no idea what I'm doing stage. But he doesn't need to know that. Not to mention, I don't know if I feel right about putting my fresh new idea under DB's control. I was happy to offer them royalties as a goodwill gesture, but I still want this to feel like my thing, not DB's thing. Would it be all right if I did this outside the company? He looked skeptical, and we both know why. How the hell would I actually pull something off like this? Most likely, it's going to be a fun little side project that never sees the light of day. But he blinks, betraying no emotion, and says, I suppose I don't see why not. I'll reach out to Mr. Hunt to sort out the details, but I would see you do your best. Your line may not be under DB, but you're still a star with a label. Whatever you do reflects on us, understand? AKA, don't embarrass us. Of course, of yourself or us. Of course, I say, brimming with equal parts of excitement and terror. He says yes. He says yes. You know what? I always give my best and promise this will be no different. That night, the girls and I settled in the living room, eating choco pies and watching a singing competition show. During a commercial break, I tell them about me meeting Mr. No. They gasp. Um, Jung grabbing the remote to turn the TV on mute. For a moment, everyone sits in silence. Your own fashion line, she says. Jungen says finally, that's wow. The bitterness, the bitterness, the bitterness is starting to happen. I flush. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it since it's still so early in the process, but the girls know how much it means to get Mr. No approval for something like this. I'm really excited for this. I have so many ideas, I say, but also kind of terrified. Like, I can't believe he actually said yes. Mina nods slowly. Yes, this is definitely unexpected, she says coolly. I guess it makes sense though. You do put together cute little outfits sometimes. Yes, you're good with the clothes, son, he gushes. You're going to be awesome. Thanks, son, I say, grateful for her genuine enthusiasm. Sonny's right, Ji-yoon agrees. This is right up your alley. I just hope I can do a good job, I say, taking a deep breath. Youngin nods reassuringly, then reaches for a remote to turn the volume back on. But before she can, Lizzie speaks. Wow, Rachel, a reality show, duo album, and a fashion line. That's a lot. I'm sure hope you can handle it all, she says, but the sarcastic tone of her voice suggests otherwise. That's Hyonin. Sunny is Hyonin. And let me tell y'all why. Jessica and Hyonin didn't get along at first. They didn't get along at all. I remember her talking about her. They did not get along. And now coming together, I'm like, that's Hyonin. This makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, like it pre-debut, they almost got into a fight. They almost got into a fight. Like they they were like she was talking shit to Jessica and they were going at it. And they almost got into a real fist fight. And they tried to hold Hyonin back with her violent behind. And they were slamming rooms and like the dorms and stuff. Yeah, I mean they apologized to each other, but yeah, I it just came to me. Bruh, this child, child, child. Everything is coming together, bruh. This is just beautiful. This is beautiful. Um, this will impact your involvement in the group, will it? Mina says, pressing her lips together. I suspected that all the girls, Mina would be the most worried about what this would mean for the rest of the group. Like she once said, when one of us messes up, we all look bad. I can't blame her for being worried. I'm going to uncharted territory, and whatever I do would inevitably reflect on the rest of the group and on her. Don't worry, I says firmly. Girls Forever is still my number one priority. I may not be sure of everything, but that I'm 100% certain of. Another silence falls on the group. This one's a little bit more tense than before. After a beat, someone clears her throat and says, by the way, Rachel, can I borrow that hair moisturizing serum thing you got in Paris? Yeah, sure, I say. Then suddenly struck with coziness of the moment and gratitude for all the girls' support, I add, you can have it even. Really? She grins. Thanks. So how was Paris? Ari pipes up. Yeah, did you eat any weird food? Simon asked, like escargot? Escargots? Did this girl say escargots? Escargots. Ari frowns. It's escargot. That's what I said. No, you didn't. You said goats, dummy. And then they were bickering like old married couple. Mina is complaining about not being able to hear the TV. Yunji is rolling her eyes, but in a fond way, and I'm smiling. New things lie ahead, but some things never change. Jesus. We just found out who Yuna was, who Su Young was, and who Hyuna was in just 2 chapters, bruh. I'm tired. Okay, let's go read this other chapter. Jesus, Lord. Jesus. So many things are happening. A lot of things. It was a short chapter. One on the first day of 7th grade, my pre-algebra teacher said, Miss Pan had us go around the room and share one interesting fact. Let me go ahead and get me a little drink of water. I'm ready for the good. I mean, we get into the good stuff. I'm ready to see the good stuff. That water's cold, y'all. It's delicious. Okay. I've been in Korea for 3 years at that point. My old standby fun facts. I just moved here from New York. I'm a K-pop trainee. I have a little sister. We're no longer new or unknown to most of my classmates. Besides, at 13, there was pressure to share something that would set you apart as cooler and more adult than your peers, like Mindy No, who shared that she got her cartilage pierced over the summer, or Ari Cho, who celebrated her birthday with floor seats to a Beyonce concert. Beyonce. Queen Beyonce is everywhere, y'all. Everywhere. As I sat there waiting anxiously for the moment when I have to speak, I suddenly felt every single thing I've ever done, interesting or not, completely fly out of my head. And sitting on set now recording an episode of Dow TV, I'm feeling the exact same way. The interview has gone great so far. Ryu Daehyun is one of my favorite hosts. He's funny and warm and always gets us comfortable and laughing. But he also sometimes like to throw out more serious questions like how K-pop can change the world or what's a charity or social cause that's meaningful to you. So when he asked, okay, girls, now I have one last question, I sat up a little straighter on my stool, wondering if he was about to go somewhere deep. Instead, Daehyun asked, if you had to describe yourself in one word, yes, Sun Hee, just one word, he says, laughing as the camera pans to Sun Hee, who's already opening her mouth to protest. It becomes a recurring bit on today's episode of the show that Sun Hee loves to talk. Daehyun even timed her to see how long she could ramble without drawing breath. She went 67 seconds. After the laughter dies down, he continues, okay, one word to describe yourself. Go. Passionate, Mina says. Honest, Ji-yoon adds. It's true, but also calculated move. She's still living down the bad press from Singapore. Cute, Sunhee says. Yeah, that's Sunhee. That's Sunny right there. That's Sunny right there. Pressing her hands against her cheeks and making Daehyun laugh. Yeah, that's Sunny. That's our girl. I love me some Sunny. Okay, Sunny. We see you, girl. Jae Suk was in the last chapter. This is somebody else. You weren't here in the last chapter. They were in Singapore and they were doing a show, and they introduced him as the nation's MC. So this isn't Jason. This is somebody different. I think it's the dude from another radio show. I forgot. Kim Gura. I think this is Kim Gura that they're talking to right now. That dude. Because they already introduced Jasuk and another yeah, as Apollo, you missed out on the other chapter. You got to keep up with us. That's why I have to keep waking you up, Apollo, to make sure you come in here so you know everything. You know what I'm saying? But you good though. You good, boo. The microphone goes down the line with each girl sharing her word. I don't realize I've tuned them out until suddenly I feel a snudge on my side and turn to Sun Suman's elbow me, offering the mic. Okay, Rachel Kim, what word would you describe yourself? Open my mouth and close again. Oops, I've been daydreaming about my FaceTime date last night with Alex, where we watched a Bob Ross tutorial on YouTube and each followed along a MS Paint to hilariously terrible results, and I completely forgot to be thinking of my own one-word description. Come on, Rachel. Just pick a word, any word. It's just a silly talk show, not some actual life-defining moment. Besides, what kind of question is this? No one can describe herself in just one word. Actually, that's a good point. Doesn't follow silly rules, I say, counting off each of the 4 words of my fingers. It's ironic because all the girls in the group, I'm actually probably one of the biggest sticklers for the rules. Never wanted to ruffle feathers or risking getting on DB's bad side. But when I think of Carly's advice in Paris, it's okay to break the rules every once in a while. It's what makes the journey fun. Oh, Daehan says, wagging his finger. Looks like we got a rebel on our hands. I shrug my shoulders and smile innocently as if to say, who, me? As Daehan closes out the show. Once the recording is done, the girls and I all walk back to the green room to grab our stuff before heading home to the villa. Everyone makes a beeline for her own bag. Jung fishes a simple herbal lip balm for her crossbody and reapplies, complaining that the studio lights always dry her out. So she confirming that these idols' lips be dry, and they still dry. Just dry. Lizzie immediately pulls out her monogram compact mirror from her Chanel quilted bag to check how her makeup held up. Across the room, Ji-Hyun is gathering the contents of her overstuffed canvas tote, scooping up crumpled tissues and allergy pills that had spilled across the table. I think wryly to myself, someone should tell Ryu Daehyun that if he really wants to get to know the members of Girl Forever, he should just ask us what's inside our bags. That certainly gave him a more accurate picture than one word. And with that thought, I suddenly have an amazing idea. For weeks, I've been trying to think of a hook, an angle, or a theme for my first fashion collection. But everything I've come up with so far, the seasons, the rainbow, animals, has been unoriginal and played out. Then there's the bigger question of what types of pieces the collection would be comprised of. Based on my conversation with Carly, I determined that starting small with a limited accessory line would be the best way to ease my way in the industry. But that still leaves a big choice. What kind of accessories to focus on? Shoes, sunglasses, watches. But of course, why did I think of it before? I should do a line of bags. A woman's bag is the most personal accessories because it contains the things she can't do without. I think of my Balenciaga. Part of what makes it so special is what it represents. My love for fashion and meeting Alex. I want to design bags that could be meaningful to others. I want them to have the experience of finding the perfect bag for the exact moment of life they're in. And suddenly I can see it. A line of bags, each inspired by a key moment in my life. My childhood in New York, being scouted and moving to Korea, the trainees years, Girls Forever first tour, and of course the designs can't be too literal. I need my line to appeal to everyone, not just me. That's what's up. I like that. I love purses, honey. I got a whole bunch of purses in my closet, bro. I love me some purses. And let me tell you my favorite brand of purse, okay? My favorite brand of purse is Kate Spade. Bro, I have Kate Spade is my purse. Me and my mom are Kate Spade like purse heads. She got Kate Spade purses at her crib. I be trying to take her purses every time I go over there. Be let me look in your purse. She's like, "What you doing? Try to get me a purse, woman." I remember for Christmas she gave me 2 Kate Spade purses, bro. They're beautiful. They're like little like book bag tote bags. Oh, I love the one that I have now. It's beautiful. And then I have another one. And then I have a Kate Spade like shoulder, like it's like a sling over shoulder purse. I love that one. Because my mom used to wear, I think it was I forgot the one with the ducks on it. She forgot the name. She used to wear them out. And I'm like, can you stop wearing them, please? And then she heard of Kate Spade and she got on that, and me and her love Kate Spade. I have 2 Coach bags. I have a Coach bag. I love my Coach bag. I do not like Louis Vuitton. I'm sorry. I can't do Louis Vuitton. I don't know why. In my opinion, I think Louis Vuitton makes ugly bags. I hate the design. It's just me. It's just me. I think Louis Vuitton makes ugly bags. I'm sorry. But I have a Coach bag. I love Coach. Yeah, I like those types. I love clutches. I have a Coach clutch, and I'm trying to get me a Kate Spade clutch, but I love Kate Spade. That's my favorite go-to brand of purse. It's a wonderful brand. But RIP to Kate Spade, y'all. She passed away like a couple years ago. It's sad how she passed away. She was going through some things. Mental illness is serious, so if y'all got some things going on, please get some help. And that was tragic how she passed away. And I felt so bad about that. But I supported her brand, and I, pray that she's at peace right now. She's able to, her spirit is able to rest on. And I felt so bad because she left behind a daughter, man. But yeah, I hope her daughter is doing okay. But I love Kate Spade. I love it. I do not like Michael Kors. You will never catch me with one of them ugly Michael Kors purses. My mama don't even have no Michael Kors purse. We both agree them some ugly ass purses. Michael Kors, no, I do not. Every time I think of Michael Kors, I think of Ross or Marshalls, and I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to buy them ugly purses out of the bargain bins at Marshalls. Absolutely not. Them ugly bags. Yes, my mama used to wear Dooney and Burke all the time. I had to make her stop. I'm like, please don't buy any more of these. I'm sick of looking at that duck. Please stop. Don't do it. I want me a Prada bag, man. I want me a Prada bag. I'm gonna get me one. Prada makes very nice bags, y'all. They're not too big. They're just right. You can fit the right amount of things in there. You know what I'm saying? Some lipstick. You know what I'm saying? A little perfume, some rubbers. Let me stop playing, y'all. Let me stop. I don't like. There's some Michael Kors bags that are nice, but then I be seeing some fake Michael Kors. Maybe that's why I'm not partial to Michael Kors, because some people be wearing fake Michael Kors purses, and I'm like, now that's not Michael Kors. Okay. That's Michael Floors. Take that off. Take it off. Take them things off. Let me keep reading this chapter, damn it. Okay, so she's talking to Alex. I grabbed my phone and text Alex asking if he would be willing to pass along the contact info for some of his connections in the fashion accessory space. Sure, I can set you up with some names. So did you land on a direction for your line? Yes, I finally have the idea. The idea. Awesome. It's snow boots for cats. Please tell me it's snow boots for cats. He's goofy. That's cute. LO, I'll FaceTime you when I get home. Thank you again for the contacts. Happy to help. Hello, girls, Mr. Hahn says, stepping into the green room. Just as I stature my phone away, we all call our hellos back. His eyes find me. Oh, Rachel, the person I was looking for. He strides over to me and pat me on the back. I wanted to let you know that we finished drawing up your contract in regards to your fashion line. It should be in your inbox by the end of the day today. Thank you, I say. As soon as I see it, I get on reviewing it and signing it. Perfect. Oh, Jung, I just wanted to talk to you too, he said, beckoning her over. That is where is he going? Where is he going driving like that? Do y'all hear this man outside driving like he crazy? This man is driving in the neighborhood, driving crazy, shooting and shooting. This is crazy. Turn the light back on. Turn the light back on. Yeah. What is wrong? What is wrong with black people? We need to stop. It is hot. Go inside your house and enjoy your air conditioning. Don't be out here acting crazy. Stop. Don't make no sense. Anyway, go ahead and read this ridiculous. Okay. Oh, perfect. Yunjing, I want to talk to you too, he says, begging her over. Yes, Mr. Han, she says, sounding hopeful. You need to pull the cake pops out of your parents' bakery, he says. The ones you designed to look like light sticks. We haven't authorized you to use the Girls Forever light sticks copyright. So this is confusing fans. We need you to stop selling them by the end of the day, or there could be legal trouble. Dang. Wow. Let me dang, man. Can they do anything in this group? Can they do anything, bro? Let's see. This is okay. Wait a minute. Yuna. So is this Yuna? Okay, no. Yuna is a baker. Her parents were bakers. No, she likes to bake. I don't know if this might not be her though. Wow. Hold on, let me see. We doing detective work right now. I don't know who this is, but this is kind of messed up. They told that girl she need to take her stuff out before they get in trouble. Legal trouble, but they're just cake pops, she blurts. So they wouldn't be hard to get rid of, right? Yeah, I guess. She suffers her weight from foot to foot. Have you thought about my YouTube baking channel idea? I wrote up some scripts of videos I could do. He smiles apologetically. I'm sorry, but DB has decided that won't work. We just don't have a precedent of if any of our idols doing YouTube channels. Wow. Bro. Dang. The girl wants to start a baking YouTube channel, baking her baked goods and stuff, and they saying that DB won't let her do it because idols don't have time for YouTube channels. But I see a lot of idols on YouTube that has channels. Like, what are you saying? This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. Wow. Jung shoots a glance at me and then an attentive voice says, but there's no precedence of anyone doing a fashion line before. Now all the girls are looking at me. I feel like I've just been shoved under a bus. Bro, bro, did you just throw this girl up under the bus? This man didn't let you do a YouTube channel, but you get mad at her because she got her own fashion line? Oh my goodness. The haterade is beginning. The haterade is beginning. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, I smell straight stink. They could let her post once a month. I sometimes I do believe that they be putting these girls against each other in the group to start confusion and to start mess. And if they do, it's messed up. Y'all shouldn't do that because that fucks with somebody mental, for real. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is slightly different, Mr. Han says. DB has let idol groups sell clothes as merch before. But Yunjin, please don't let this stop you from baking for fun in your free time. Kate pops aside. That is completely okay with us. It's a bit condescending, but before Yunjin can open up her mouth, he waves back at us and heads towards the door. I got to go. I'll see you guys later. Silence settles around us until Ji-Yoon glances at her watch. The car should be here now. Yunjin sighs. You all have to go without me. I'll meet you at the villa later. There's some cake pops I have to go eat now. Dang. Woo. Oh, I saw that green lap. What you got to say, Yuri girl? Oh, Uni. This is chapter 12. Uni, I love that color. Leah looks over from her plush salon armchair as the pedicurist paints each sparkle polish on my toes. I was just thinking, I should have gone for something bright like yours, I say, nodding to her lime green toes. Nah, that color is just way more your style. Classic and Ella. Sorry to interrupt, girls. I jump, startled to see the director standing over us, headphones slung around his neck. Just wanted to let you know that once your pedicures are done, we're going to start moving over to the next filming location. Right. This isn't just a sister date. We're filming our reality show. Ooh. Even with the cameras fixed on her faces, it's easy to forget that we're on a set. When I'm absorbed in conversation with Leah, honestly, it's a little strange to think that people are going to tune in and watch these regularly everyday moments between the two of us. As much as I wanted to give my fans an up close and personal experience to the show, I can't help to feel like I'm not quite delivering with me feeling like a zombie half the time. April has been crazy, shooting the reality show and work I've been putting into starting a fashion line, which I decided to name Rachel K from scratch. I've had meetings with production partners and pitch calls with potential retailers, spent hours sketching, it's been exciting to sketch these new creative muscles, but also extremely nerve-wracking. Meanwhile, Mina's been doing press for When I Loved You, when they rushing her to get out at the end of the which they're rushing to get out by the end of next month. Sunhee had her first recording session for her radio show. Yunji booked 2 more modeling gigs after Vogue. Ari's in the midst of previews for Seoul upcoming production of Wicked, and Youngjin has been busy putting in extra time in her parents' cafe and developing new DB approved recipes and helping to draw in crowds. It's great to see all my group mates living out their dreams, but it's also strange to realize that we're at a point in our careers where we can dedicate time to pursuing our own specific interests. And now the Girls Forever is at the top of our game. We can take longer breaks between performances and albums. Actually, the longer we break between the tours, the more rabid the fans' response is when we do come back. I know that by the time we take the stage in LA this fall, our forevers are going to be more supportive and enthusiastic forever. I can't believe I remember their fan names, forevers. Leah and I waddle in our toe separators over to the dryers. Once we're seated, my phone pings with an incoming message. I glance at the screen and grin. What are you smiling at? Leah asks. I pause, remembering the cameras are still rolling. Appa. She gives me a amused look. Right, got it. I glance over where the cameras are set up. There's only one camera operator today with a handheld on his shoulder. I can tell from where he's standing that he won't actually be able to see my phone screen, so I tilt towards Leah and let her read. I'm currently passing by a pet store, and I just thought of the perfect name for a tuxedo cat, Armani or Armiani. Armiani. Oh my God, this dude is corny, but it's cute. Stop. What's the deal with your family and cats? Aren't you allergic? Wait, you mean everyone doesn't get itchy eyes and a scratchy throat when snuggling a ball of fluff? I think I may have a problem. It's clinical obsession, that and the bad puns. So, what are you doing right now? I'm back in London. It's 3 a.m. and I'm currently scrolling through a bunch of boring reports, eating some hot Cheetos and wishing I had someone to share them with. Girl, you got your rich man in Paris eating hot Cheetos. You better keep him, girl. Alex, like a cat, I mean. Yes, hot Cheetos are my favorite. Girl, you got both of y'all up here rich. Jessica and Tyler up here, and they fashion empire up here eating hot Cheetos in Paris. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Do y'all lick each other fingers? I'm just playing. Let me stop. It's late. It's late out here in these streets, bro. Let me keep going. It's morning here. I'm getting my toenails done. Basically, there are the color of hot Cheetos. I giggle and Leah rolls her eyes at the text, but in a loving way. You guys are absurd in the best way, of course. Another text pings in from him. P.S. I miss you. Me too. Any chance you have a favorite shoemaker in Seoul that you're thinking of visiting soon? I'll find a way. I love having you in my pocket wherever I go, but I want to see you in 3D, not 2D. That's cute. Leah looks up at me with puppy dog eyes. Aw, he so loves you. I nudged her gently, careful not to jostle either us too much and risk smudging our toes. She recovers. Appa loves you so much. We both try and fail to stifle our giggles. The director calls cut, telling the camera operator they've gotten enough B-roll. And as soon as the camera operator starts to pack his equipment, I turn to Leah and speak a little more freely. Hey, by the way, look at these late night texts I keep getting from Appa. I start scrolling through my messages to show her. Ew, Rachel, TMI, Leah says in a fake scandalized voice. Real Appa, I saw her shoulder. Yeah, he's pulling late hours at work. Leah rolls her eyes. You know, Appa, once he gets into a project, he doesn't know how to stop. And with the grand opening next week, grand opening, Apex, Leah replies. I blink. The athletic complex, Appa's new job, she asks, seeing my confused face. I thought he told you about it. Wait, what? Appa has a new job. Last I knew, he was working as a lawyer at Choose Corporation. Mina's dad company, as Leah fills me in. Appa was approached to run legal for Apex, a new state-of-the-art meets gym meets spa sports complex and so it just jogged my memory. In the first part of the book, Mina thought she had control over Leah because Leah's dad had that boxing gym, but he was also going to law school and he was working at Mina's company, dad's company, right, for a bit. But now it seems like he's not going to be working under Mina's dad anymore, and he's working under somebody else. So yeah. So it's a new state-of-the-art gym meets spa meets sports complex here in Seoul, and jumped on the chance to combine his law experience with his first love, sports. I racked my brain trying to think of how I would have missed his huge development. We spoke briefly a couple of weeks ago, but I had to jump off to take a call on the other line from the handbag production team. Did he mention his new job then? The late night texts I received from him just been normal Appa stuff like glows on the radio thinking of my talented daughter. followed by a heart emoji, a thumbs up emoji, and inexplicably a unicorn emoji. Not no mention of Apex or his new role, but maybe that's just because I never gave him a chance. I feel a stab of guilt thinking about how I usually just ignore the messages or send a courtesy tap back like an acknowledgement. Don't worry, Leah says, sensing my concerns. He knows how busy you are, but Leah is busy too. Her life as a debut idol is just as crazy as mine, yet she seems totally in the loop. One of the benefits of living at home, I guess. My stomach clenches thinking of how, if I didn't have Leah as my go between, I feel even more disconnected from my family than I already do. Well, keep an eye on him for me, will you? I asked her. Then I snap another selfie of the two of us and send it off to Appa along with about 200 hearts and make myself a promise to see him on Uma in person as soon as I can. 20 minutes later, our toes sufficiently dry. We're getting ready to head to lunch when suddenly Leah says, "Hey, Uni." She glances at her phone as we clip off our mics and hand them back to the sound engineer. Are you supposed to be a rehearsal right now? Huh? No, why? She shows me her screen. All eight of my group mates are clustered together for a selfie, posing with peace signs and finger hearts at Ari at the front. Quick selfie before practice now. Shall we start singing? Her caption says, bruh, they already just, they juking this girl, bruh. You tell this is the jealousy shit. I feel like they set Jessica up to do this reality show. I think they set her up to do this the reality show. I just feel like it's a setup. They knew they was gonna kick this girl out. They had to find a way to do it. I think this reality show was the part of it, and I think that's messed up. Like I didn't. This stuff is coming together slowly. You know what I'm saying? But we just gonna keep reading. Um. Yep, they're definitely in one of DB's practice rooms, and this was definitely taken today. I knew that Ari was wearing the same striped T-shirt with the rose gold heart locket when I left the house this morning. I never missed a rehearsal before. At this point in our career, we're expected to know our numbers after just 1 or 2 minutes running through them, so we don't even have that many rehearsals anymore. They're only scheduled for something big or for when we need to learn a whole new song. Is that what I'm missing out on right now? How could this have happened? DB wouldn't have scheduled a reality show shoot day if I had practice. I'm calling my manager, I say, reaching for my own phone. Hello? Jung Suk answers. Hi, Jung Suk, I say. I see the girls are at practice right now. Was there one scheduled today? No, he answers. Not officially. They must have scheduled the extra practice on their own. Is there anything else I can help you with? Can you hold on for a second? I ask, muting myself to Leah. Myself to Leah, I say, it's just an unofficial practice. She reads my expression. Do you want to go? I don't have to, but something feels off about the girls scheduling a practice without me. Maybe they didn't loop me in because they knew I was busy filming. But my gut is telling me it's more than that. My gut is telling me to go. I feel like I should, I say. But what about the rest of our shoot? The crew is going to kill me. I'll take care of it, Leah says, as if reading my mind. I'll tell the director I have cramps and I need to lie down for a while. You can totally tell he's the type to get stupidly squeamish over any sort of women issues, she says, rolling her eyes. How much time do you think we need? An hour? 2? Um how much time do you think we need? An hour? 2? I can't be sure. I just have no idea what's going on. Just keep me posted, she says. I give her a quick hug. Thank you so much, Leah. Love you, she says with a huge smile. Then suddenly, her face contorts with pain. She grabs her middle. I mean, not feeling so well, she says, heading towards the director's chair. Oh, she's good. Guessing all those years watching K-dramas have given her some acting tips. I shove my feet back into my boots. So much for not ruining my pedicure. Get back in line with Jung Suk. Can you pick me up and take me to headquarters? As soon as Jung had dropped me off, I head for the practice room. The girls turn in surprise when I burst in. Rachel, Mina says, hands on her hips. We thought you forgot us. Forgot? I can't have forgotten about something they never told me about, unless they did. I didn't, I said carefully. How much did I miss? We just started, Youngin said. It's nice for you to grace us with your presence, Lizzie says, narrowing her eyes. I hope you don't make a habit of being late now that you have other important things on your schedule. Girl, you are a bitch. Anyway, I'm sorry. I've been like, bitch, fuck you. Okay, I shake my head, ignoring the bite in Lizzie's comments. You know, there's nothing more important to me than the group. But come on, let's start rehearsal and not waste any more time. The girls mumble in agreement, and we begin to practice, focusing on our vocals. I'm still catching my breath for the first few verses, but soon I'm singing seamlessly with the rest of them, filling in the new harmonies with ease. I'm so relieved I didn't miss the whole practice, but when we finished, I decided to stay behind for a few extra minutes to make up for the time that I did miss. The rest of the girls leave the practice room to hit the vending machines, but Sun He lingers. Don't stay behind too long, Rachel, she says. We'll probably head back to the village soon. Come with us, yeah? I have to get back to the shoot with Leah. I shake my head, exhausted. It's a packed schedule. Yeah, I didn't expect us to have practice today, Sun He admits with a shrug. Lizzie asked for a room this morning because she was feeling shaky on the harmonies. I think she sounds great now, though. I blinked. It was Lizzie. She was one of our top vocals and has never been insecure about her harmonies before. Okay, it ain't her. It's not Hayonin. It's not Hayonin. Let's take that back. Hayonin can't sing. She can't rap. She can dance. So, Lizzie, who's Lizzie now? Top vocal, one of our top vocals in the group. So it ain't Hayonin now. It's Lizzie, who's one of the top vocals in the group. Oh my, Tiffany. Oh well, we. Oh my goodness, there's so many twists and turns in this book. It's confusing me. She was one of our top vocalists and has never been insecure about her harmonies before. But you guys knew I had the reality show today. It was on the schedule. I say fishing for more info on why Lizzie set up the rehearsal when she knew I wouldn't be free. She had a lot going on lately, Son He shrugs again. Maybe she just forgot about your show. Yeah, right. I think about all the snide remarks she's made since Leah and I started filming. It's clear she's still upset that she hasn't been able to bring her own sister into the DB family. I waved goodbye to Sun He inside as I started packing up my sheet music. I'm not going to stop the reality show just because Lizzie's little sister, Esther, isn't a K-pop idol. Just like I'm not going to stop developing my fashion line. That's Tiffany. It's Tiffany. That's Tiffany. That's Tiffany. That's Tiffany. Has to be Tiffany. Oh my goodness, girl. Oh my goodness, my back hurts. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Our individual projects are our individual projects are individual. We shouldn't be trying to sabotage each other when one of us succeeds any more than we should be making fun of each other when one of us fails. As I reach the DB lobby and grab a car back to set, I think about texting Lizzie, but this seems like a conversation better in person. There has to be a way for us to get past this. But in the meantime, one thing is clear. If I'm going to make all this work, I'm going to have to be more focused than ever. If that means calling my managers every single morning to confirm nothing last minute has been added to the schedule by one of my group mates, then that's what I'll do. Go ahead, Jessica. Jessica is peeping shade, y'all. Hey, I got my email from you just popped up. So hold on. Let me go ahead and do that for you right now. Because you asked me last night, and I do apologize. It had popped up, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Hold on, boo. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. And you be loyal. You be so loyal. You've been watching me for a minute too, and I'm so sorry that I didn't get back to your email. Hold on for a minute, boo. Let me get you right quick. I got you. Hold on. There you go. There you go out there again. Okay. All right. All right. Got you, boo. I got you, boo. I got you, babe. There you go. All right. But I hope you're doing all right today. Don't apologize, boo. You good. You good. Okay. Oh. All right. Potato. Potato. Who did? Usagi said potato yun. She said potato yun. Girl. Okay, you can turn it back on. I think the truck is gone. Girls, there's a truck out there. I don't know what that hoe doing. But Jessica is peeping game now. She peeping the shade. She's like, nah, what y'all not gonna do is leave me out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna tell me, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. So yeah. I think either Tiffany or Jessica is BFF with Brick. Jessica is not BFF with no Brick booty. She is not BFF with Brick booty. That girl gets nowhere near Jessie at all. I think Tiffany is. Jessica certainly ain't nowhere near her. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jessica, yeah, Tiffany is friends with Jessie. Jessica is not friends with Jessie at all. Absolutely not. Yes. Because she's been on Jessie's show a couple of times, and I think Tiffany has done interviews with Jessie. Okay, so as soon as I get home that night, I'm ready to burrow under the covers and not come out until summer. Leah was a champ and managed to buy me a couple hours to take care of my girls for her rehearsals. Then after we wrapped filming, DB called us over to the studio to do some more work on the album. They've been having us try different duets. I haven't gotten up the courage to share my own song, the one Mina helped me recreate with DB yet. Tonight they had us record some classics. To be completely honest, it wasn't a great session. I was still worked up about the drama surrounding the earlier rehearsal, and the execs kept giving us contradictory instructions, yelling at us 1 minute for diverting too much from the original song arrangement, then criticizing us for being boring and unexpected the next. The only thought on my mind now as I tiptoed into the villa is, thank God I did laundry yesterday. It's definitely a fresh, cozy pajama kind of night. Let's see. I think Jessie said that she was. Yeah, she said that. She said that. She didn't want her to be a no. Oh my God. Really? Jessie, girl, that's she. Oh my God. I just, child, girl. Okay. Who stay messy, girl. She messy. Gion is already asleep when I enter the room and click on my bedside lamp. Rachel, is that you? Gion opens up a bleary eye. Ugh, what time is it? What are you doing? It's late, I say gently. Go back to sleep. I change in my pajamas, then gently open the closet door, trying to avoid the hinges squeaking to hang up my checkered blazer when suddenly I freeze. My Balenciaga bag is missing. Bitch, bitch, somebody done took her Balenciaga bag. One of these bitches done took the Balenciaga bag. Girl, I be getting ready to that just girl. I would be you. Are you her Balenciaga bag, bro? Her Balenciaga bag. That's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't do that to people. That's expensive purse. You gonna take my stuff? What's wrong with you? Girl, I would just I listen, Jessica. If someone took my Balenciaga purse and everybody at home was still asleep, I would have been like Tanisha from the Bad Girls Club, would have gotten that kitchen, would have started banging pots and pans and been like, wake up, where's my Balenciaga bag, bitch? You sure as hell I would have done that? You crazy? Girl. You're not about, no, not the Balenciaga. Mm. But anyway, um, girl, I can't believe that mess. I just you might the the Balenciaga, the Balenciaga, crazy. Mm. That's crazy. So we're gonna get to it, okay? Now, Rachel, okay. I always leave it right here on the upper shelf. I should be seeing a pop of beautiful blue leather right now, but instead I'm staring at a crumpled up Moschino t-shirt I never wear and a half empty box of tampons. I dropped on my knees, my hands scrambling frantically over my closet floor, turning over my box of scarves and extra shoes. Where is it? I know where I left it. I looked over at Ji-Hoon, her eyes closed, but I can't tell whether or not she's fallen asleep again. Ji-Hoon, I whispered. Do you know where my bag? What the fuck, Rachel? She blinks slowly and scowls. If you're gonna come home so late, at least have the decency not to wake me up. She rolls over so her back is to me and puts a pillow over her head. And can you please turn off the lights? For a second, I feel bad. Though it's been a complete couple of months, I know Jiyoon is still down about her forced breakup with Jin and the humiliation of the scandal. I've seen her crying and sniffling into her pillow when she thinks I'm asleep. Lord knows when I'm going through something like that, a good night's sleep is the only thing that makes me feel even slightly better. But at the same time, I want to grab her shoulders and shake her awake again and demand if she knows anything about my missing Balenciaga. I want to race through the villa, banging on my doors, turning on lights until I find out who took my bag and why, to demand answers about why they tried to sneak into the rehearsal without me. But I'm too exhausted, physically and mentally, to stir up drama in the middle of the night. I flip off the light and slip out the room, pulling out my phone to call Alex. Text won't cut it right now. He answers on the second ring. Hello. Hi. I whispered, stepping in the hallway and sliding down the floor with my back against the wall. What's wrong? How do you know something's wrong? I can tell by the way you said hi. You sound like Eeyore. That gets me a weak laugh. That gets a weak laugh out of me. I fill him in on the last minute rehearsal fiasco before admitting that the Balencia is gone. To my embarrassment, a lump rises in my throat, so I talk and my eyes started misting. Sorry, I sniff. I feel like all these things are getting to me, you know. I'm starting to feel overwhelmed with work, the reality show, and all the fashion stuff I want to do. I feel so whiny for complaining about all these amazing things. But I can tell I'm starting to lose control. At the end of the day, I just want to rest and recharge. When I live in a house with 8 girls, that's not even a guaranteed thing. I miss living at home. I miss my parents. Can't remember the last time I saw them. Even though we live in the same city, I take a deep breath, wiping my eyes. Sorry, I say again, that was a lot. Poor Jessica. This is so sad. First of all, don't apologize for how you feel, Alex says. Secondly, you're right. This is a lot. And can I just say something? Taking your bag isn't a small thing, and trying to make it look like you're slacking on your girl's forever responsibility is definitely not. That's crossing the line, Rachel. It sounds so obvious when he says it. Is it wrong? I think of Carly Madison's word. Is this bickering, or has now become a result of bitterness? Are the girls really just being thoughtless, or are they being purposely trying to hurt me? It'll be okay, I say finally. This is probably just all one person, I add, my mind drifting towards Lizzie. She's always been cutthroat, maybe even more than Mina. At least with Mina, I actually believe that she's ruthless because she's genuinely had such high expectations for herself and everyone around her. With Lizzie, it's just pretty. It's as a petty streak, a mile wide. It's not the whole group, I tell Alex. Once I figured out who it is, have a talk with her, things will be better. You sure? He says. Yes, I say, but I can hear the doubt in my own voice. What are you going to do tonight? He asks. That's a good question. What I'm going to do tonight, my brain fried. I don't think I have the capacity to make a coherent decision right now. Can you give me some choices? I say meekly. Of course, he says, his gentle voice. A, go all Hurricane Rachel and wake those girls up and get some answers. That gets another watery laugh from me. B, crawl back into bed and try to tune out June snoring. C, check into a hotel for the evening and get some actual rest to clear your head. Thank you, I said. Option C sounds perfect. Cause I just reserved you a room at the Park Hyatt, he says with a hint of a smile. Listen, this man acknowledges her feelings. He's like, these bitches is bitter. They crossing the line. Why don't you go ahead and I get you a room at the nice fancy hotel, girl? I'm like, okay, that's what's up. You know me so well, I said, amazed to find that even after this awful night, I'm smiling too. He really does know me that well, maybe better than anyone. He's scared to think about that we could be so close so fast. Honestly, maybe the fact that our relationship has mostly grown through the texts and phone calls has helped us get to this intimate place so soon. Texting with Alex, I'm not worrying about how my hair came out this morning or whether I'm hogging the shared popcorn at the movies. I can just be utterly myself without any of that self consciousness that you usually have to deal with. It's like the shield of the phone screen makes it easier to be vulnerable. Even now, sitting in the dark living room with my mascara melting and snot dripping, I feel totally safe. I love him. Wait, what? Where did that come from? But it's like my brain is completely separate from the rest of me, chanting, I love him, over and over. But I don't really mean it. I can't, can I? I've only known the guy for 2 months. I've had relationships with jail manicures longer than that. I need to get off this phone before those 3 words that definitely don't mean slip out. I thank him, hang up trying to steady the heavy thumping in my chest. Then I tiptoe back in my room, slip on some sweats and sneakers, throw some pajama shorts in the tote bag along my toiletry kit, and out the front door. By the time I check into my hotel room, wash up, and lay down in the bed, I feel totally drained, exhausted, dead, zapped. I'm about to turn off my light when my phone rings. All set, cozy and comfy and ready for sleep. Wish I could be there with you in person. Remind me again why you live in Hong Kong. I can tell you it's because it's the financial hub of Asia, but it really is Ox Cafe. Their oxtail soup would be worth living on Mars for, if you say so. Don't take my word for it. Come try it for yourself. Lana Crawford wants to have a meeting with your line. Can you make a trip over the second week in May? I'll leap out of bed and start silently screaming and jumping. This is huge. Up until now, I've only had success getting one department store here in Korea to agree to take the line. I never considered that my bags could be in stores internationally. And perhaps even more exciting than the business opportunity is the chance to be with Alex in person, to visit him where he lives, maybe even meet some of his friends. Up until now, we've only spent time together in neutral sites, Singapore and Paris, where we were both travelers. Spending time with Alex on his home turf feels like a big step. I'm equally excited and terrified. Deep breaths, Rachel, in and out. I sit back and remind myself it'll be super risky there. Hong Kong has notoriously ruthless paparazzi, but if I'm traveling for a legitimate business reason, that should help explain any photos they might snap of the two of us together. Playing it cool. I finally type back. I'll check my schedule and see if I can fit in. P.S. Have hot Cheetos waiting. Okay, so all right, we got to 13. So right now, Thursday we'll continue. Oh damn, we halfway there, bruh. We halfway there. Let me skim through this. Ooh, let me skim through this and see what I see. Mm-mm. I'm skimming through some of this. Okay. I'm okay. Mm. I'm skimming through this right now, trying to look for some. She's asking these girls where her bag is. I'm sitting here. I'm going through this right now. That a lot of stuff happens in chapter 13 and 14. Actually, 13 is like kind of filler. 14 is filler. I'm going through it right now. I'm skimming through right now. Hmm. Dang, y'all, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here skimming and stuff, and they are just yo, bruh. These bitches, these bitches are really being mean to her right now over some bullshit. Girl, oh my, this is awful. Like they is treating this girl. I'm just looking at this stuff right now, y'all. Okay, so we'll get back onto that Thursday because I'm just like, okay, God, these girls are being some bitches right now. Oh, the bitchery is starting to come out. The bitchery. Yes, I said it, the bitchery. We're going to get back to that. We're going to get back to this on Thursday because the thing about it is that makes me upset about SM Entertainment, and this is commentary before anybody gets crazy about it. This is commentary. I think it's messed up that once you leave SM Entertainment, they feel like they need to block you from a whole bunch of stuff. Why do y'all block people that leave y'all company or decide to go a different path? Why do y'all so pressed that they want to have a life outside of SM? I feel like SM is low key a cult at this point. I mean, family is cool, but you're a part of this family forever. You can't ever do anything again. Like, y'all saw what they did to Jessica. Jessica can't even do anything. Like, SM got her blocked. How do you have the power to block somebody from performing on damn like TV shows? They had JYJ blocked for a long time, but now I think that 13-year-old, that block is done. They can do whatever they want to do now. Y'all love just to block people. Y'all block Sugman for a point, but now he's like doing stuff with his wife and stuff. It's just like it's just not the girls in the group that are bitter. It's the whole company that's bitter. And I'm really getting pissed off at the fact that these girls done took her Balenciaga purse that her fucking meat bought her, okay? Him and his rich ass hot Cheetos self and his one dimple, and you gonna take her back. Y'all bitter. Y'all some bitter ass hoes, bro. Like that, it's just I'm irritated right now, bro. Man, that man ain't control that man. They be lying. That man ain't controlling her. I see pictures of Jessica. Jessica is out here living her best life. She got her YouTube channel. She's singing. She up here giving out her routines. She up here working. Her man is behind her 100%. Like what? People want to stir the pot. And what is the point of that? Y'all so bitter. K-Nets, y'all so bitter, bro. Why are you so bitter about this girl? Why are y'all so hurt? It makes no sense. It's 9 fucking girls in the group. All of them could have got different opportunities. What was so bad about Jessica getting an opportunity? I really do think people were really just low-key jealous of Jessica in that group for, I don't know what the reason was, but something about Jessica got them bitches hot. Something about them got them bitches hot. Jessica, you better count your blessings. For real. Like I'm just out here I'm floored at this shit, bro. They didn't have to take that girl back. That's awful. I hate they did that to him. I hate they did it to them, even though, as much as I don't like Ochul, HAK Heechul, nursing home Heechul and him were actually good friends. Actually, Heechul talks to the members of JYJ too. He was like, yo, SM, you don't like them, but they still cool. That's the thing I noticed about Heechul. The people that don't work with SM anymore, he still reaches in contact with them. With his old self. I noticed that. Like that's something about him that's interesting. Like I noticed that, but they did that dude wrong, bro. They didn't do him right. I think that's messed up. Hey, Mercedes. This is, man, this is messed up. And Jay Jung and him are good friends. I think he talks to Jinsu. No. Anyway, you girl, I got to get off here, bro, because this is irritating, bro. This is irritating. This book is getting me. I love this book, but at the same time, I'm getting irritated. When you have a positive spirit who lacks that want to destroy you, and that's true. Let me tell you something, Jessica. I'm glad you left that company and you continue to hold on for a minute. Heachel calls them up on his old man jitterbug phone. Jada, girls. Before I go, let me say this to Jessica. Jessica, let me tell you something. You keep on protecting your peace. Protect your peace at all costs. And I know some of them girls in that group mad at you and they want to throw shade. But guess what? You have every right to tell your story too. They told their side, and now it's your time to tell yours. And you can tell it however you wanted to. And baby, let me tell you something. You told it your own way. They should be mad you didn't call out no names. You could have told all the business. You got a couple more years until I guess you got a you know what I'm saying, a little agreement going on. You can't say nothing for a couple of years. But once that over, honey, I want you to tell us everything. This can be your interview over here, girl. This can be the hood interview, Jessica. My email is on the screen. You can go ahead and email me and we can get this hood interview on. I'm like, hello, everybody. It's Black Noona, aka Gigi. We up here. Our host, our next guest is Jessica Jung. She gonna give us all the tea. I ain't gonna put you on the spot like that, girl, but you can tell enough, girl. But for real, she has every right to tell her story. When people show them who they really are, believe them. That's facts. And her sister is a real one. She's gonna ride and die for Jessica, and that's what I like about this situation. Hell yeah, because after FX wasn't making anything for a while, she was doing her own little acting thing. As soon as her contract ended, she dipped. She don't want nothing to do with SM no more. She with her sister. She loves her sister. She loves her sister. Crystal do not play about her sister. You hear me? Vice versa. Jessica, protect your peace. You have every right to tell your story the way you want to. You have every right to speak up about what happened to you. You have every right to be upset and mad. You were loyal to this company for years. You committed yourself to this company and this group for years. And look what they done to you. They tried to embarrass you. They tried to shun you. They tried to just say, like, forget about you. They tried to erase your name from the business. Girl, you rose like a phoenix from the ashes, and you make more money than anybody than SM alone than they do in a year. You better go ahead, Jessica. All right? You got your own bag. They tried to fumble your bag. You was like, nah, bro. You got your own bag. You out here making bank. You date a nice looking dude. He got money. You well taken care of. You can dress. You ain't musty. Ha! You got a good support system. Your mama, your daddy love you. Your sister rides for you. You got fans out here that love you, girl. Look at everybody in this group. Continue to keep doing what you're doing and never give up. Don't ever give up. And it's not fair that happened to you. And telling the story will probably help a lot of people that's going through the same thing with you. I mean, it may not be a particular like situation with K-pop, but this can help you know that you can tell if people are bickering or just being bitter, and you can tell. But thank you for giving out that advice and helping other people. Like I said, going through a similar situation with this. But keep doing your thing, Jessica. Keep doing it. finally getting to hear Jessica's side of the story. I know people still gonna be hating anyway. Jessica was done so wrong, it makes me angry. But I was about listen, sis, I was about to throw this book at one point. I was skimming through this shit. I was getting mad because I was reading skimming through some of the chapters, and I'm just getting angry. I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna be getting angry for the next couple of chapters, bro, because I'm really seeing some shit that I don't like. And this Lizzie bitch, she's really pissing me off, bro. This Lizzie bitch is really pissing me off right now, bro. Like for real. Like this is some real shit. It's true Crystal never interacted with the SNSD members. Yeah, they hated that girl. Sit up here and hate on Crystal. Crystal didn't do nothing to you. I interact when you're bullying my sister. Crystal seems like those little sisters who will physically fight for their siblings. Girl, the way she was like she didn't want to be around them, and I wouldn't blame her. You know, I'm about to sit up here and disrespect my sister, and I find it funny to this day that that whoever sister wanted to be in DB or SM Entertainment, it still hasn't debuted a train in SM Entertainment. Child, please let me get off here before I start fighting this book for real. Because these hoes in this book really got me pissed off right now, bro. They really do. Y'all really mad at this girl because she want. We'll get into it Thursday. Child. This shit's starting to get real, bro. Starting to get ghetto. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Love, peace, and crease it, fam. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all have a good night. Y'all go ahead and get some sleep. Go ahead and get some rest. And I see y'all later. All right, fam. Bye. My bad. Hold on. I think Friday night we might be doing game night in the Discord. I'll make an announcement on the What the Fuck Friday video. I'll let y'all know. I just had to say that to let y'all know. But anyway, let me get on out of here. I love y'all. Love, peace, and crease it. All right, fam. Bye.